Hey friends, it's me, Parker Simmons, and welcome to One Parker Style. This is episode 3 of my YouTube channel, so welcome. And if you are new here, I invite you to comment, to like, and subscribe if you want to find out about all things fashion, lifestyle, and a very healthy dose of Christmas because I'm a little crazy about it. Anyway, I guess just kind of let's get into this video. I had much different plans for what I was going to talk to you about this week, but I had to kind of pivot and go in a different direction. This week, if you're following me over on my Rap Star Atlanta page, then you know that I attended the Atlanta market at America's Mart here in Atlanta. And when I go to market, I am going to the showrooms to sometimes gain inspiration, but mostly to see what the new and next is for holiday, just so I can be able to order things that I know my clients are going to love or things that I want to design with and offer to new customers this year. So I love to be able to be prepared and offer very unique and beautiful items and be able to get them at the best possible price. And of course, you know, I also have to splash a little bit of fashion in there too. And I picked these up, and can we say how fantastic are these tiger earrings, because it is the year of the tiger. But I digress. Let's get back on topic. So this week I was at America's Mart, and all I can say is this is probably one of the worst market experiences that I've ever had. I went in probably 30 different showrooms, probably more, but I'm just going to say about 30 different showrooms. And I just wasn't treated fairly, I guess, to me. I suppose I wasn't not treated fairly, but people were just very unkind. I wasn't acknowledged in many of the showrooms that I went into. And it made me wonder, like, is it because I'm Black? Is it because I'm like plus size? Is it because I don't have like a whole team of people there buying with me? Like, I really didn't understand. There were two standout showrooms that were amazing and fantastic and have been every single year. Of course, I have to give a shout out to the David Christopher showroom because they are hands down the best. And I absolutely love his whole team there. I love David and his wife, they're phenomenal, but their whole team is amazing. And then also the Mark Roberts showroom, Hannah here in Atlanta, was exceptional as always. And I got to meet her last year as well. And she really made my experience very well last year too. But there were several showrooms that I went in, and the only feeling that I can have is like in Pretty Woman when Julia Roberts is going in the boutiques and she's trying to buy money for use money to buy a dress to be able to go out with Richard Gere later on that night, and no one wants to help her because they just treat her like she doesn't belong. That was the overwhelming feeling that I had almost the entire market. Like, there would be times I would enter showrooms and people wouldn't always be busy, and people would not even acknowledge my existence. They wouldn't speak to me, wouldn't say, hey, can I offer you a water? Do you have any questions? You know, do you have an appointment? Like anything. And so it was just really a very disheartening experience. And I don't know about you, but I know that I can choose where to spend my money. And it's not like I need people fawning all over me, because I'm very much aware and a self-starter, and coming from a retail background, I know that you just never know what customer is about to walk in your door and what that customer is going to spend. And I just felt defeated by the time that I left. But like I said, I had a couple of great experiences as well. And the two showrooms that I mentioned earlier, they were just absolutely phenomenal. And then I actually had the opportunity to go back to market today to take a look at some of the temporaries that I didn't get to see, and also check out some other fashion brands that I loved. And I have to give a shout out to Brianna Cannon and her line. She makes the most phenomenal jewelry, headbands, and all of the things. And she was super nice. And she kind of rounded out and redeemed the rest of my whole week experience that I had this year. And I thought maybe I was just feeling weird. Maybe I was just in my own feelings, but I talked to one of my colleagues who also attended market, but she attended with a different type of pass. She's actually a media personality, and she told me that she had a very similar and also negative experience as well. So I guess what I want to ask is, like, have you guys ever felt poorly when you came to Atlanta market? Is it just like a me thing? Is it a black thing? Is it a plus size thing? Like, I don't know what was in the air this year, but it wasn't good. And there's also just a very extreme lack of diversity as far as the attendees at market. And I'm sure that has nothing to do with the mart itself, but like, have other groups of people just not felt welcome and chosen not to come there to do their buying? I don't know, but this year was really weird. It was very sad. And for me, even though I can buy wholesale, like, I would pay 5 times the retail price before I spent my money with anyone that made me feel as poorly as I did this week. So I just want to encourage all of you guys to be kind to one another, to not judge people based on their appearance, and just really give people a chance to show you who they are, to show you what they're about before you are able to make a judgment or decide how you're going to treat them, because everyone deserves to be treated fairly and with dignity and with respect. So I guess that's all that's on my mind this week. I was hoping to be able to show you all these amazing things and tell you about the wonderful things that I bought, but this year it just wasn't there. So like I said, be kind to one another and just take care of yourselves and take care of one another. And I'll see you next week.